Okay, so question of the day. What is a startup? Do I really have a startup? That's a great question. If you don't know me, my name is Riley Riles. I'm a startup advisor and investor, and I'm not on a plane yet. I'm just in the lounge right now. So giving you this little video. So let's answer this first question. What is a startup and do I really have a startup? That's a very, very frequent mistake I see with people building businesses. They think they have a startup when they actually have a business. And let me be clear. There's nothing wrong about having a business instead of a startup. So what is a startup? I like Steve Blank's definition.
A startup is a temporary organization designed to search for a repeatable and scalable business model.
So a startup is a temporary organization looking for a business model that is scalable, replicable, applicable. So let's analyze that sentence, chop it and analyze it. So the first thing, it's a temporary organization. So that means it can disappear tomorrow, it can transform tomorrow. It's not meant to stay like that forever. So a startup is this organization that is in transition of something else, either disappearing or becoming a business. So that's the first step, temporary organization. Then the second element is looking for a business model. Looking for a business model. So that means you're looking for a way to sell what you've built or what you're about to build, and you're not sure who to sell it to, how much to sell it to, how to deliver, how to get paid in exchange, etc. So you're looking for a way to make money out of this. And the third aspect of it is that business model ideally should be scalable and repeatable. Scalable means you should be able to deliver this to one person, but then also bring it to 10, to 100, to tens of thousands. That's the scale factor. If you can only serve one person, and then if you need to serve another 10 person, then you need to make 3 other businesses. That's not really scaling. And then replicable means you can take your business and go to another state or go to another country and use that same business model and it would work. So for example, Uber, they started in California and then they moved to other states, and it was still the same app. It was still delivering the same service, pretty much the same price. And they also took it to Europe and the world, and it was still the same app, and it was still delivering the same kind of service, pretty much the same price. Scalable, replicable, applicable. And so if you have a bakery, even if you are doing things slightly differently and you have a little bit of innovation, that you still have a bakery business because you know how to sell this to people, you know how to get the money in exchange, etc. So it's a known. There is no unknown in this example, which is great. Let me be clear with this. There's nothing wrong in having a business. Not everyone has to build a startup. The second factor of that is the purpose of a startup is not to stay a startup because you're a temporary organization. What you want is transition from startup to business as fast as possible, because when you transition from startup to business, that means you have identified your business model and you find a business model that is scalable, replicable, applicable, and that gives you much better chances of having something that is going to last through the test of time. And so your point is not to stay a startup. Let me say that again. Your point is not to stay a startup forever. Your point is to evolve or just kill it and try something else. So now you should be able to say if you have a startup or a business. Let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this kind of format and you have a startup question for me that I can address when I'm on a plane or today when I'm on a lounge, let me know. I'm Riley, the startup advisor and investor. And until then, see you next time. Boom.